Now their conversation about Ukraine joining NATO. So I'm gonna show you Jens Stoltenberg, just a general psychopath. We feature him a lot on this show. Let's listen.
NATO's position is that Ukraine will become a member of the alliance, and that position has not changed. But we know that there are at least two things we need to address to make that possible. One is that we need to ensure that Ukraine prevails as a sovereign, independent nation. Of course, any meaningful discussion about Ukraine as a member of the alliance has to be based on that Ukraine is a democratic, independent nation in Europe, and that's exactly what is now challenged or threatened by the brutal Russian invasion.
Now, so what he's saying here is that we all want Ukraine to be a democracy. I don't mean to join NATO, but they got to show that they're a democracy. But the invasion of Russia, the Russian invasion showed that they are a democracy. That's what we just said. At first, we had questions about this regime in Ukraine. Then Russia invaded. Then Zelensky banned opposition parties, banned the Russian language, banned the Orthodox Church. Now he showed he's really a democracy. Do you guys have any take on this? Jay, I saw your actually I'll share your tweet right now, and you can and I'll open it to the panel. This is Apollo saying you want to speak. Actually, I'll let you speak on this because this is your response to that video. I don't want to spoil it. You can speak on this.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the first 3 bullet points right there, and Ukraine already fails them. A functioning democratic political system based on a market economy, aka a capitalist economy. They ban all leftist opposition parties. So strike one, you're out right there. A fair treatment of minority populations. That's the biggest fucking strike of all so far. Yep. Against not just Russians, but Romanians, Hungarians, and also Bulgarians that are living in the modern day area of Ukraine. And that's why Hungary is hesitant to let Ukraine join NATO, because they want to assure the safety of the Transcarpathian Hungarian population in Ukraine. And I think at some point last year, Zelensky made it a criminal offense to negotiate peace with Russia for as long as Putin is in charge. So already there's no commitment to a peaceful resolution of conflicts, especially after there have been multiple attempts when the West knocked down peace efforts. So it's just hypocrisy on top of hypocrisy. And Ukraine's by far not the only country that violates this. I don't think any NATO member adheres to most of them, if not all of them.
Yeah, I want you guys to understand when they say the requirements to join NATO is to be an independent, sovereign country. Do you guys know what that means? That means being a puppet state to the United States. That's cold. Are you willing to follow orders of the United States? Sana Marin said, yes, we are. The new prime minister said, yes, we are. That what it means to be independent and sovereign. Are you accepting the orders and direction of the United States or not? I have one more last thing I want to share you guys on, since we're on topic of Ukraine, because I want to highlight the insane argument being made by the neocons on why the Americans should care about this war. And this is particularly funny to me because Wichita is literally 30 minutes from where I live. I used to work out there all the time. That's why I used to sell cars at Wichita. So this tweet propped my ears up. Mike Pompeo said, helping Ukraine end this war isn't about Kyiv or Berlin. It's about Wichita and Des Moines. Our national and economic security are strengthened when Ukraine defeats Putin. Zoya, Lucy, Jay, I'll pass it to you guys. Do any of you want to explain why that's ridiculous? Go ahead, Lucy.
I mean, basically, they're trying to make you feel like your security is at risk wherever it is that you live. Probably banking on the fact that we're so stupid that we think that people halfway around the world are so concerned with us and with our lives that they hate us and they want to attack us.
Yeah.
When the reality is, okay, I mean, what is their proof of this? What is the actual reasoning? You have to have a rationale to go into war. You can't just throw things at the wall. But they really think that the American public is really stupid, and and they'll choose these names, like Wichita, and I guess the idea is to choose, to choose the smallest town in America, and
That's 30 minutes for me, Lucy. Like I used to work out there, so they are telling us that if Putin doesn't win, if Putin doesn't lose in Ukraine, I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Sorry, Lucy. Continue.
Yeah, and I mean, even if there was like a terrorist attack around against the United States, where would it be? Like in a big city, or in a central transportation system. Nothing's going to happen to like Wichita. Wichita is not the first target of anything. So I just find it funny when they do this stuff.
Yes. I'll pass to you guys for any last thoughts. Like that tweet's so absurd. I'll debunk that many times. Zoya, Jay. I want to share something. Zoya, you sent me this fire. See, I see you. Zoya always send me this fire stuff. I'm like, man, which one should I show first? We gotta do a show where I just read all the shit you sent me one day. Russia economy forecast to outperform the United States within 2 years. This is a blow to Putin. Tell me more.
And the source for that is the IMF. Before anyone starts, Yes, it's your favorite Western oppressors. They said it themselves. Are they fear-mongering? I don't know. But Russia's economy is growing. There's a huge realignment happening in the world. And to debunk the point that that guy was making, this is a statement by Major General Smedley Darlington Butler, a 2-time Medal of Honor recipient. Now, bear with me because he says it just so well. I spent 33 years and 4 months in active military service, and during that period, I spent most of my time as a high-class muscle man for big business, for Wall Street and the bankers. In short, I was a racketeer, a gangster for capitalism. I helped make Mexico and especially Tampico safe for American oil interests in 1914. I helped make Haiti and Cuba a decent place for the national Citibank boys to collect revenues in. I helped in the raping of half a dozen Central American republics for the benefit of Wall Street. I helped purify Nicaragua for the International Banking House of Brown Brothers in 1902 through 1912. I brought light to the Dominican Republic for the American sugar interests in 1916. I helped make Honduras right for the American fruit companies in 1903. In China in 1927, I helped see to it that Standard Oil went on its way unmolested. Looking back on it, I might have given Al Capone a few hints. The best he could do was to operate his racket in 3 districts. I operated mine on 3 continents. And this guy became a peace activist. So in case you guys don't know that America did all that, go and look those dates and those events up, because American hands are full of blood, and it is because of capitalism.
What do ICC at though regarding that?